So, to update you on what has been happening on base here, this past week we had a thing that we call Revival Week, which is a time when all of our missionaries in Zambia will come back to base. We had about 200 people here, which is a lot of people for the size of the space. So it was very packed. Everywhere you looked was many people. So, but Revival Week basically is a time where we bring back all of our missionaries to one place and we just worship the Lord for an entire week. We use it as a time of digging deeper, building relationships. We have what we call guest ministers. They come in and give messages that are inspiring of the Lord and just really fire us up to get back out into the field and basically to revive, That's why we call it a revival meeting. But there's the worship. It goes until the wee hours of the morning. And we're all exhausted physically, but our spirit is just rejuvenated and ready to go for the next week and the rest of the year. So that was really fun. Really good time to be with friends and to just be in the presence of the Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good week.
Yeah, it was a very good week.
Yeah. The week before that, I've been teaching in Batoka. Batoka is a place also in Zambia, and we have a base there as well, which is especially focused on Zambians who would like to become a missionary as well. Mm-hmm. And so that, we have the training AMT here. Their training is called OMT. And why are there two different trainings is because culturally, we don't have to train Zambians how to survive in the bush or how to do bush cooking. We over there is more focused on how to financially support your family and how to become a missionary as a Zambian in your own country while you are making yourself sustainable. And so we have been going to Batoka, and I've been training first aid there. Yeah. Wes has been helping around on base a little bit, and it has been a really good week. It was a fun team. They were excited. They were having so many questions, also very interesting questions that I was like, really, you want to ask this now? But it was so good, and they were so serious about the whole first aid training, which was wonderful to see. And they got it. It was great.
Yeah, it was fun to be a part of one of the scenarios that you had where they had to figure out what was wrong with me. So that was fun to figure out. Fun to see the Zambians do that. Because we went through that training here with AMT, where we did scenarios, and they got to experience it as well. So now we know that they are going to be ready if they have to deal with a situation. So that was a really good opportunity for Manon to be able to pour into those people her understanding of medical and first aid training.
Yeah, that was my first time teaching first aid.
Yeah, and you did a great job at it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and so just to give an update about next year, so we are actually coming down to the last month of our time here for this year. Yeah. We'll be going back to the Netherlands and then back to the States, and then in March of next year we'll come back here to Zambia. But we won't be here at Rapid 14 anymore. We will be in a place called Sioma. And so what's really nice about this OMT training that she went to teach first aid at is that it's actually training the person who's going to take over from Manon in Songwe Village. Mm-hmm. His name is Jacob Nasibebo, and he is a man who is devoted to
full
the
on
Lord.
fire.
He is just on fire for the Lord. I think the only book I ever see him have in his hand is his Bible, and he's just constantly reading, and he just wants to know the Lord so much, which I think about the verse in John chapter 17 verse 3. It says, "And this is eternal life, to know God and know the one he sent, Jesus Christ." And this man, Jacob, he knows, he wants to know God so close, have such a relationship with him. And so he is going to be, after he's trained, he's going to be launched back to Songwe to kind of take over the ministry that Manon has had for the past 4 years now. 4.5 years now.
4.5, yeah.
And so that's a really cool thing, is that we get to transition out and see the fruit of her ministry actually take shape, and he's going to come back with such vision for his own family, but also the people that are around in the village, that he would have such a heart for them because the Lord loves them so much.
Yeah, so what is going to happen is that his wife, Veronica, will take over my women's Bible study.
Yeah.
And Jacob will take over the leadership training. So pretty much we got everything covered. Even the Wednesday training, I still have my friends who are still supporting in that. So we will leave nothing empty-handed, which is super nice.
Right. Yeah, so this next year for us, we'll be moving to Sioma, like I said, and there's a lot of opportunity there. It's a new language, it's a new people, it's a new terrain, but we have friends out there that we are ready and willing to serve, and can't wait to get out to help them out. Our vision for Sioma is to serve the team that's already there, helping them with the building projects or whatever they have going on, and also going out into the bush, into those remote areas, and preaching the gospel. That's our biggest mission. Just to add on top of that, next year, while we are working in Sioma, we will actually have 2 trips next year. One is to Madagascar, and the other one is to Suriname. But we're really looking forward to having those experiences as well, where we can go into those countries, make connections for our team so that we can send a long-term team there. That was what my job last year was, in 2019. My job was to go to different countries and to, we call it reconnaissance, where we would go into a country and figure out how we can have a team long-term in this country. And so it'll be fun to kind of do that again, this time with my wife.
Yeah.
Which is, it'll be exciting. And we're really looking forward to it. Was there anything else that you wanted to add on?
I just can't wait to go to Sioma next year.
Yeah.
It's a whole different season. I am sad to leave this place because I've been here for 4.5 years. So saying goodbye is difficult. And people have already said that they're going to miss us so much, which is hard to hear. But we know that there's a new place for us to come, where there are new people who would like to hear the gospel as well, and who we can help there as well.
Yeah, and then we get to build relationship with those people.
It will be great.
It's going to be new friendships. It's going to be new lasting relationships with those people. And these relationships that we've made here will last forever as well. It's just a never-ending pool of relationships that we're growing in. And it's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to next year. So thank you for watching.
Thank you.
And join us next time.
Yes.